Okay class, so we continue to the second steps. Okay, second step is solving the separated, right? Solving the separated equation. Okay, so this is step number 2. So I will using this example in the previous video just now. Just now lah. The example that we have the x prime over x equal to y prime over y. Okay, this is example in the previous video when we already split it. Okay, so we get the last one, we get x prime over x equal to y prime over y. Okay, so I will start from here. Okay, actually in the exam later on, you need to start with the step first lah, step number 1, then you proceed step number 2. Okay, but now because I already cut the video according to each step, so you just refer back to the previous video. Okay, so I take it this one, the last one that we get here in the first example. Okay, so in this solving the separate equation, the first one here is what we need to do is you need to equate both equation equal to k. Okay, you need to equate this equation equal to k. So what does it mean? It means that x prime over x is equal to k and y prime over y also equal to k, right? So class, so before that, we just can proceed step number 2 if step number 1 just now is it is separated. Okay, if it's not separated or it's not separable, so that's mean we cannot proceed with step number 2. Okay, clear? Because step number 2 is solving the separated equation, so that it will be the separated one only. The separable, yang not separable means that we cannot solve it, totally cannot solve it by using this method lah. Maybe they have another method. Okay, okay, so class, make sure yang tu lah satu. So if for example in the question or in the final later on, they ask you to find blah blah blah. To find or to solve this equation by using method of separation variable. So then you need to start with step 1, right? You need to start with step 1 means that you need to show that the equation is separable. Must sebab dia dah suruh you solve guna separated equation. So that's mean step number 1 tu mesti separable. So if you are getting not separable, so there will be something wrong in your calculation. Okay, alright class, so we continue here. So they have 2 equation that we need to solve here. The first one is x equation, the second one is y equation. Okay, and class, they have 3 cases. Case 1, case 2, and case 3. Okay, they have 3 cases. Okay, 3 cases, you need to do all cases here. Okay, you need to show all cases. So case number 1 is when your k is positive, or in other words is when your k is equal to lambda square. Okay, we will using this one, lambda square. And case number 2, this is case number 2 class, is when your k is equal to 0. Okay, k equal to 0. And case number 3 is when your k is negative. Will be negative means k is negative lambda square. Okay, alright, so I will show you case number 1 first. Okay, case number 1. Okay, and we will start. Okay, we need to solve for these 2 equations, and we will start with the equation x. Okay, we will start with equation x. So we have here x prime over x equal to k. Okay, but now k I already replace with the lambda square. Okay, your k now you replace with the lambda square. So you rearrange equation, this equation you arrange, so it will be x lambda square. Okay, bawa naik lah, x tu bawa naik atas, so it will be here, and rearrange again, so it will be x prime minus x lambda square equal to 0. And if you write in the characteristic equation, okay, it will be like this. Okay, characteristic equation. So actually this is equation that we learn in chapter 2, homogeneous equation. but it's not a second order, it's just a first order. So just replace lah. So kalau first order means it's just only m. Okay, so m minus lambda square. Therefore, what is your m? Your m here is lambda square. So what is your x equation? C1e lambda square x. Okay, only C1 lah. They have no, because your m is only 1. Okay, I'm talking about chapter 2. Okay, chapter 2 they have 3 real repeated, real distinct and complex conjugate. So actually it's same thing. We will apply here. But now actually this is not a second order. It is a first order. First order. So therefore there are only 1 m. So when you get only 1 m, so therefore they just only have C1 lah. C1. Kalau dia 2 m, if they have 2 m, so therefore must be C2e lambda square something lah. So but we just have 1 m, so that will be C1e lambda square x. Done. Now we go to y equation. Okay, we do it for y equation now. So y prime over y equal to lambda square. So it's the same thing. So benda yang sama lah, akan repeat benda yang sama. So I just jump to the equation here is m minus lambda square equal to 0, m equal to lambda square. So it will be the same thing lah. So equation yang sama kan, cuma alphabet je berlainan. Therefore your equation now, okay, this one is x. So now is y. So y equal to C2. Okay, you must use a different you must use a different alphabet. Okay, please, we need to use a different, even though we doesn't know yet the value of it, but later on, okay, later on means when we come to step number 3, we need to find all these values C1, C2 and so on. Okay, so just write, you need to use a different alphabet, but I suggest you we use a same alphabet which is C, but with the different notation lah, numbers. So this one will be y. Okay, C2e lambda square y. Okay class, so here is the different lah. Okay, then last one. Okay, I mean last for the case number 1 lah. So uxy, okay, is equal to x y. Is it? This one I already write it in the previous video, separating the equation. Okay, kat sini mana dah tadi? This one. Okay, I already write it here. Okay, so what the purpose here actually? Okay, you have x already, right? You have this equation, x equation, and you also have y equation here. So just combine. So C1e lambda square x times C2e lambda square y. So we have C1e lambda square x times C2 lambda square y, and class, when we multiply C1 and C2, okay, C1 and C2, even though we don't know yet what we call the value of it, but we know that it's a number lah. It must be a number. So when number times number, it lead to numbers also. Okay, bila number darab dengan number, dia akan dapat numbers lah. So instead of we write C1, C2, because we know that this is multiplication. So I just okay. So means that I will let A equal to C1 times C2. Okay. Kenapa? Okay. What the purpose? I let A here because, like I said just now in the step number 3 at all, we need to find the value of it. We need to find the value of all unknown that have in the equation. So kalau you maintain as C1, C2 means that they have two numbers or two value that you need to calculate. But if you let A equal to C1 times C2, okay, they have only one value that you need to calculate at all. So when you multiply this one, so it will be A E lambda square x times E lambda square y. Okay, dia kan dah Arab kan? So when multiplication, so it doesn't matter lah dia punya notation tu. So but I suggest you to simplify for this one, because this is E, both have E, so and then the power just different on the power. So it will be E lambda square x plus lambda square y. Okay, this one you need to, kenapa saya tulis macam ni? So this is a law of exponential. Okay, bila dia punya exponential times exponential power of x, for example, times with exponential power of y, it will be e x plus y. The power we add on together, which is which is x plus y. So same goes to here. So e, and then the power will be lambda square x plus lambda square y. So we only have a here. So this is the as for now, this is the answer for case 1. Okay, untuk buat masa sekarang saja. Okay, so your answer for case number 1 is given by u x y equal to a e lambda square x plus lambda square y. Okay, right, so I continue with case number 2. Okay, class case number 2. So case number 2, we do it the same thing, x prime over x, but now your k here is 0. Okay, tadi k dia lambda square, but now it's k 0. So when you move to this side, so it will be x prime 0, and x prime is equal also to m, and your m is 0. Therefore, your x equation is equal to c3 e power of 0x. So 0 e power 0, so therefore it's only c3 lah. Okay, use different alphabet or different numbers, c3. Now we're using c3. Okay, then for y also you do it the same thing. So kalau kita buat benda yang sama je, so dia akan dapat m kosong juga. So that will be your y equation is equal to c4e0y. Okay, 0y. So it will be c4. Okay, c4. Then combine. Okay, x, y, y. So therefore your x just now is 3, your y is c4, and you do it the same thing, but now you replace with b. No, a2. Okay, class, just now is a1. Okay, I don't want to make it too miserable. I mean, you can use any alphabet. Actually, you can use a, b, c, and so on. But I hope that you can make it my life easier when I'm marking. So that's why I just want you, all of you, use the same alphabet. I can say that I already fix it. Okay, I want you to fix it. Whereas we just use C1, C2, and C3, and A1, A2, and A3, and so on. Okay, but just 2 alphabet that will involve C and A. So here is A2. A2 is when your C3 times C4. So automatic. Now is only A2. Okay, means that your equation, your answer for case number 2 here is given by u x y equal to A2. Okay, now we go to case number 3. So case number 3 is equal to negative lambda square. So it will be x prime negative x lambda square, x prime plus x lambda square equal to 0, m plus lambda square equal to 0. Therefore, your m is equal to negative lambda square. Okay, negative lambda square. So your x equation is equal to c5 e negative lambda square x. Then you do the same thing for y equation. Okay, so m plus lambda square equal to 0. Therefore, your m is equal to negative lambda square, and y equation is equal to c6 e negative lambda square y. So then continue again here. So x, y, y. So that means your x equation is this one, c5 e negative lambda square x times c6 e negative lambda square y. So you just read the same thing like case number 1, whereas when c5 times c6 you replace with a3, and then exponential power negative lambda square x minus lambda square y. That's it. Penat. Okay, I want to drink water. Okay, so this is how we solve or how we do it for step number 2. Okay, so this is the general equation. So later on, I mean, in the next video, I will continue lah. I will continue with step 3 in the next video. Okay, okay class.